Epic Games are going to be bringing back one of the most hated things to Fortnite. The only good news is that we're in control as to whether or not we allow it back into the game. We're going to be looking into the future of returning items, map changes, and the things that we'll be voting for to return to the Fortnite Island, all in this video, and trust me, there's some crazy things returning. Stick around to see later on in this video which good things and bad things could potentially return to Fortnite, and we've got control of it. And if you want to see the Zapatron return, hit the thumbs up button in the next 5 seconds. We know it's in the Imagined Order space. I saw it there. Fortnite, I know it's a possibility, but it's returning. Just make it happen, okay? But first up, map changes. Despite the fact that this season starts off with minimal map changes, big things are actually happening constantly, and I mean every single hour, to change the map on the Fortnite Island. If you didn't know, with the movement of the cubes, they actually go ahead and corrupt the land that they move on. The map is already visually looking very different to how it looked when the season began. And guess what? I know where the cubes are going to be ending up. The most amount of cube action we've seen so far has been on the northern and western side of the Fortnite map, but that trend is going to continue all the way around the map, with the gold cube doing the most moving out of anything so far. Cube Tracker are doing a fantastic job of visually tracking everything that's changing in game, and taking a look into the future, Fortnite.gg already know where every single one of the cubes will be going. We can already see the movement currently at the top of the map, how long there's left until another movement happens, but more importantly, the direction of the golden cube itself. The golden cube is going to go around and awaken every single one of the giant purple cubes on the map, as all of them start to go closer and closer to the center. Currently, it's believed the blue cube won't move at all. We know that that's a friendly cube who heals us up, so could play a huge part in the end of season storyline, as we're currently fighting technically against a lot of evil cubes, and there's getting more and more of them by the hour. The big question is, why are the cubes diverging towards the center of the map? Well, if we backtrack to the beginning of this chapter, and it's crazy to think that we are 8 seasons into this chapter, the center of the island has continuously changed every single season. Starting off with a measly hut in the middle. You know, I actually quite liked the OG Chapter 2 center of the island. Moving on to Agency, the one I'd say is the biggest and probably the most fondly looked after. We saw the return of the Halloween Agency. We saw the center of the map turn into a desert. We then saw the Spire built, holding onto the 0 point, and now it's just a giant explosion in the center of the map. And technically, the center of the map has not changed this season, but it will be doing so soon. At the current rate of the movement of the cubes, it's going to be a while until it will get to the center, but we know a big map change that's going to be happening. We believe this will be the center of the cube. It is, of course, Cube Town. In-game files were leaked with the last update, showing us what this looks like. It's basically a mass of purple cubes, creating a really cool space with chests, secret areas, and lots of cubes, unsurprisingly. And this was actually teased to us directly with the Victory Royale umbrella this season, which says we'll always have Cube Town. I can't wait for Cube Town to arrive. It looks like a lot of fun. Before we move on to the potential of horrible things returning to the Fortnite Island, the Fortnite cubes don't stop there, as yesterday we got the addition to the Fortnite store, a literal cube. Yeah, it's a person made up of cubes. He's even got Loot Lake floating above his hand, and his pickaxe is made of cubes. I've just logged into Fortnite. This is the new crew skin bundle. Chaos Agent looking very fiery. I would not want to mess with this guy. But here's the thing. If I go over to the item shop, look at this. The cube skin's gone. It was literally in the item shop for 24 hours, and I missed it. I'm gonna pop back in, code AliA. All of the guys on screen here have done it as well. Do it and you can be shouted at in my videos. I'm gonna pick up a few of the new skins that I haven't had a chance to buy yet. And the exciting thing is, despite the fact that I missed the Cube Man skin, we got loads more skins coming, with the most exciting of them definitely being Fortnite Mares. If I scroll down on the store, we've already got some spooky offers, but these are all older Halloween-y style skins. Nothing brand new. Last update, we did get a look at the Skull Renegade Raider. That's set to come as early as tonight, potentially, and we're set to get another mini update with new files tomorrow, which could bring us even more Halloween and Fortnite Mares leaks. The skin selection this month of Fortnite is going to be incredible. What are you waiting for? pop in code ALIA. There's one skin I want to see this season. It's Shadow Midas. It was an NPC last year. I want to actually be him. Come on, Fortnite. If you agree with me, hit that thumbs up button. And to see all the Fortnite new stuff as it comes out, subscribe, turn on notifications. It'll all be covered here first. So, what are these evil, horrible items returning to Fortnite that I keep on mentioning? Well, this season has brought a unique aspect to the game, allowing us to actually donate, spend gold, and as a community, choose what we want to return to the game. Fun fact, the very first set of donation goals, which was set by the turrets, each of the turret locations around the map had their own gold set. So some turrets returned before others, and there are still 3 remaining at Dirty Docks, Craggy Cliffs, and Believers Beach, all sitting around the 60-78% donated mark. And once those 3 have been completed, all of the turrets will be back on the island. The vote between the Shockwave Launcher and the Rift to go resulted in the Shockwave Launcher destroying the poor Rift and is now back in the game. I've got to admit, it's very fun, so I can see why it won. But we're about to have a look into the future of things returning to Fortnite through this voting method and through the donation of gold. Shout out to Hypex for this information, as we are going from round 1, which was Shockwave versus Rift, into round 2 very soon between the Combat SMG or the Combat Assault Rifle. You may be thinking, wait, what are these? I know what the Combat Shotgun is. Well, the Combat SMG and the Combat Assault Rifle, unless my brain is completely mush, are both brand new weapons. So we're basically deciding to see one of them come into the game, which means that the other one, a weapon we've never ever seen, we may never get to use. This is probably the most exciting and dividing vote that we'll ever see this season. But the question is, would you want an assault rifle? Would you want an SMG? Oh, I feel like SMG would win, but then I also really like different ARs, so I think I may vote AR. Guys, I don't even know which one I'd vote for on this one, but I wish both of them could return together. Either way, one of 2 new weapons will be returning, so you can't knock that. Later on, there'll then be round 3, which will be voting between Boogie Bomb or the Combat Shotgun. Now look, the Boogie Bomb was great fun, but it's been in the game for so long now, and the Combat Shotgun, I feel like people just love that shotgun. It's a unique one. It has been nerfed many a times. Crazy range, really fast fire rate. I feel like the Combat Shotgun will win that one, but again, maybe I could be wrong there. And then round 4, which could be the final set of voting, or there'll be more that we'll find out as we get further into this season, is the Flint Knock or Proximity Launcher. Ooh, Proximity Launcher I absolutely hate. Can't lie, it's just a really annoying weapon, and I think it's stupid. Literally, if you fire over someone's builds and they're poking their head out, bam! Tons of damage. I'm not going to be voting for that one. And let's be real, who doesn't love the Flint Knock pistol? It's so much fun. You can yeet around the map. I think that one's going to win. Those are my votes for the up-and-coming voting rounds. And as soon as they go live and votes starts to get tallied up, I'll share it with you guys so that you know you can go and put in your all-important votes. But wait a second, you may be thinking, none of those seem extremely bad. They all seem great. Well, that's because there's going to be a voting round or a donation goal at some point in the future. And there may not even be a chance as to whether or not it votes against anything. We just know that the Fortnite mechs, yes, arguably the most hated thing in the Fortnite history, are planned by Epic Games to have a funding round in-game to return to the Chapter 2 Season 8 island.
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
The initial leak came from Sheena, saying mechs will most likely be added to the game later this season according to the text in file. You'll be able to fund them with a text string saying funding station mech, funding amount. Now, this sounds more like the sentry gun funding, rather than the voting funding. So there'll be like spawn points of the mechs. If we donate enough gold, the mechs will spawn in those locations. But there's even more information. This is quite cool. Mechs will have a robot vocal cords effect in voice chat. So if you're in a robot and you're chatting to your friends in game, you get turned into like a robot voice. I love it when Fortnite do that. It's very cool. Emote props will now have a proper size. If you didn't know, when you emoted as a mech back in the day, it looked ridiculous and a lot of the emotes were simply broken. Mechs can now float on water. I mean, if we didn't think the mechs were OP enough already, why not let them float on water? And also have better charging effects. Now, everything I'm hearing here, Epic Games, everything I'm hearing is that these mechs are still just as OP. However, I do have some good news. Now, when the mechs were in game, Fortnite would not remove them. They stood strong, saying that it helped bad players get kills. They weren't too OP. They only killed a few people a game. I was definitely against that decision, but Epic Games stood strong on that. There is no way they would re-release these mechs in the exact same form that they were back in the day, at the end of Season X, because everyone would freak out. Now, over the course of, geez, like 2 years now since they've last been in the game, those mechs have been subtly fine-tuned and updated and have damage changes and HP changes that have constantly happened over years and years and years, just slightly. I've seen the leakers over the years mention it in subtle little updates, but of course the mech was never actually going to return back then. So the changes just seem to be happening behind the scenes. There is no way these mechs return without them being different. Now, we've had UFOs. UFOs were fun, and they were a little OP, but they were balanced. And I think Fortnite will definitely have done some fantastic tuning to make sure that these mechs come back in a way that the community may freak out at first, but once we get to use them, touch wood, hit the like button, pray to Epic Games, they won't be too OP. Now, hey, look, we could be getting the sword returning. We could be getting multiple broken items coming back. If they're bringing the mech back, literally anything is possible at this point. It's going to be a busy week this week with another Fortnite update. As you can see, my background, I've lost a few bits have been moved around. I'm actually going to be moving from this room into a new studio room, which I hope to be doing a vlog on and showing you guys what's going on behind the scenes. So make sure you subscribe for that. I'm excited to share it with you. Don't forget the new Allier pastel merch t-shirts and hoodies, which are insanely comfortable, and an awesome pastel logo design are live right now at allier.shop and linked directly under my videos if you want to check them out. You can click on another video to keep on watching. Thank you again for using code Allier, and I'll see you over there on another video.